Hi everyone, my name is Gretchen Pekalavich. I am a clinical mental health counseling student and I'm about to begin my second year this coming fall. So I was drawn to this therapy class because it looked really unique and engaging. And play is something that I want to incorporate in my future counseling practice. Something I am interested in is working with young adults and exploring how play can help those who struggle with their emotions. So this might include individuals who are lower functioning or on the autism spectrum. And I also believe that this therapy can apply to anyone, no matter if someone's 6 years old or someone's 60 years old. During a video for my fundamentals class, I kept noticing, like when we record our videos, that I was in the room with all of the play therapy tools, and it really kind of piqued my curiosity, and it made me curious about how these methods can benefit different populations, especially the young adult population that I'm interested in. So when I think back to my childhood, play was an escape for me. And it was also a source of joy. I loved imaginative games like pretending to be ninjas on the trampoline with my best friend, or playing mermaids in the pool. We'd draw chalk houses on the sidewalk and reenact scenes from our favorite movies. In those make-believe games, I had no rules. I just followed my imagination and created whatever worlds I wanted to with my best friend. And it was completely freeing. I felt safe. I also played a lot of video games, like Minecraft and Call of Duty. There were definitely rules with these, though. I had to play age-appropriate games, which Call of Duty really wasn't age-appropriate. I was playing it at a young age, but I had to play it with my sister. I could never play it alone. I wasn't allowed to use the microphone to talk to other players, and I could only play during certain times of the day, and usually only on the weekends. And those rules kept it very structured. But video games became a really fun and creative outlet that followed me into adulthood. Playing cards with my grandparents was another special memory of play for me. Me and my grandparents, especially me and my great-grandmother, would play a lot of Yahtzee and a lot of Phase 10. I played War with my grandfather. And, these games had rules, but they were still fun. The rules weren't coming from a source that only I had to follow. The rules were for everyone who was involved. And whether or not games had rules or had total imaginative freedom, play was still such a big part of how I expressed myself and how I connected with a lot of the main people in my life. When I was playing, I felt safe, happy, and completely free. Play helped me cope with challenges and gave me a place to express myself when I didn't always have the words. It was a way to escape the harder parts of my life and hold on to positivity. There are a lot of parts of my life where I don't remember from my childhood, but that's because I was so immersed in play that it distracted me from a lot of the horrors that were around me. And as an adult, I am grateful to say that I had a very happy, loving childhood. And when I think of it, nothing bad comes to mind because play was there to keep me safe. And now as an adult, I still value play. Not in the same ways that I used to, but in some ways I still do. Like escape. Play is an escape for me still. It looks different because instead of doing some of the things I was doing, like playing make-believe, I'm painting or crafting and playing board games or Magic the Gathering with my boyfriend. And I also love playing with my niece and nephew. I get to just sit there and play like I used to as a kid. Probably not think the same way because I'm thinking that, what am I doing? Is it weird that I'm doing this? Or am I allowed to just go raw with dinosaur? Or is that weird because I'm 23 years old? But then I do it anyways, and then other adults in the room stare at me. And it's a little bit like, I'm playing. Leave me alone. I'm playing with the dinosaur. Okay? And, yeah, play has changed for me. I don't think I let it have the value it deserves. Play is such a powerful thing, and I think I take it for granted. And, things can get exhausting and overwhelming, and it is a very great coping mechanism. And it's a great way, as I said when I was younger, to connect with others and find comfort and joy. So overall, I am really excited for this class. I want to learn how to adapt play therapy to meet people where they are, so regardless of their age or ability, and help them rediscover what play can look like for them. I think play means something different to each and every one of us. If you asked me to sit down and write the definition of play, it would look completely different than what my nephew's definition of play is. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to learning with all of you.